Bible study. How we doing? How we doing? Quarantine Bible study coming at you. Let me fix the camera, guys. It's been a minute. Oh, okay. That's a little bit better. It's a little bit better. Hopefully I sound all right. You guys can hear me. We got Quarantine Bible study coming at you this Sunday. It is the 9th. My goodness. Things are fast approaching. Like fall, school, homeschool, whatever is going on, man. I'm excited. I'm looking forward to this fall. I'm looking forward to life in general. I think it's going to be a good time. But before we jump into the Bible study, a couple announcements for you guys. The girls, they are going to be hiking in Perot State Park, I believe is what it's called. I encourage you to talk to Michelle Horton, Naomi Williamson, or Elsa McPherson with any questions regarding that. Boys, the youth fishing trip is the 20th to the 23rd. I'll be making a special video for camping list and other information for parents out there because your kids maybe didn't tell you what was happening. But yes, it's the Thursday to a Sunday, Thursday evening to a Sunday morning. We'll be back in time that Sunday morning for the corn roast tailgate party at church. So anyway, let's jump right into Quarantine Bible study. All right. Joshua chapter 24, verse 15. And if it is evil in your eyes to serve the Lord, choose this day whom you will serve, whether the gods your fathers served in the region beyond the river, or the gods of the Amorites in whose land you dwell. But as for me and my house, we will serve the Lord. This is a jam-packed verse because it goes over the three options you have. You can follow the family tradition of things, right? And I know it's awesome to have family traditions and things that you do and believe or say or so on and so forth. But when things contradict God and his commands upon your life, that's wrong. That's wrong. So, with that being said, I'm going to break it down. All right. So it says, today you choose. Are you going to serve the gods of your father from the region beyond the river? Like your father, your tradition, your family tradition is to glorify this, serve this, serve this. That is the gods that you served. Are you going to choose the family tradition? Is that what you're going to do? You're going to go based on what you've always done, so to speak. Then it goes to, or are you going to serve the gods of the Amorites in the land which you dwell? You're in a new place. Are you going to serve the gods of this generation, of your high school friends, of your generation of millennial or Gen Z or whatever? Are you going to serve what, in Sparta, Wisconsin, our whole life is run by this, this, and this? Are you going to serve what is culturally accepted as right? But as for me and my house, we will serve the Lord. It's interesting. There's tradition, there's cultural, and then there's God, the Lord. It's a choice that we face every day. It's a choice that we face multiple times a day. What are we going to do with what we've been given? We have a tradition from our family, and some of you, maybe your family doesn't serve the Lord, or they kind of come from a different kind of background as far as how they serve the Lord or what they believe. Then there's the cultural side of things where everybody's right. Let's coexist together. And then there's the Lord. You have a choice. Now I encourage you to serve the Lord above all else. Don't let anything stand in your way. Serve him. The Lord will take care of you, watch out for you. Life may be tough and might get rough, and there might be persecution of you for your faith and so on. But the beauty is that we know the Lord will work all things out for our good, that he never leaves us alone, and he's always faithful. Those things are founded in Scripture time and time again. But I want to bring this to the forefront of your mind, that this is a choice we have every day and multiple times a day. And I want you to ask yourself, who have you been serving? Have you been serving what is tradition, what your family says, what your parents have kind of bred into you or ingrained into you? Or are you serving what is cultural? Are you serving the social media masters? Are you serving the whole entire culture of, there's all sorts of things. I'm not going to go down the list. You guys could probably think of a lot of things. Or are you serving the Lord and what he says in his word and what he has for our lives and the truth that he has for us? Which are you serving? There was an interesting thing that I learned fairly recently from hearing a pastor talk about it, and it had to do with marriage. But follow me on this, students, or anybody else that's watching this. It said the man said that the day I stopped trying to turn my wife into what I wanted her to be and started appreciating her for who God created her to be, his life became better and his marriage became better. Instead of trying to force things into the way that he thought they were supposed to be, instead he looked at how did God create her, and I'm going to encourage her and build her up in that. And it made life easier. I look at ourselves in this factor. I want to take that same principle, but look at ourselves, because there's multiple of us, right? I'm not admitting that I have multiple personalities, but I think we can all agree there's times where we do something and we're like, oh my gosh, what in the world? And the older you get, you'll look back and think, wow, that's a different person. Maybe I did have multiple personalities. But you'll look back and be like, what was I thinking? What was I doing? That sounds ridiculous, or that is ridiculous. Oh my goodness. So on and so forth. All right? With what happens in your life, the moment we stop trying to force ourselves to follow this tradition or follow the culture, and we just pursue who God has created us to be, our relationship within ourself with God becomes a whole lot better, becomes a whole lot smoother, and life around us, we will start to see a difference. Pursue the Lord with all your heart. Don't serve tradition. Don't serve the culture. Don't serve where you're at. Serve God. And in those situations around you, life will become better. You will see a change. You will see a difference. I just want you guys to be reminded of that today. I encourage you. Serve the Lord. All right? God bless you. Wash your hands. We'll see you next time.